Dia Mundo, vlogging from home today in central Portugal. It is cold outside today, only 4 degrees, very cold. Someone's cutting some grass over there. This is what the world looks like. It's looking like the sun wants to burst through that cloud, but it's struggling. Let's try and shut out that cold. I have to talk quite quietly because I'm trying to get Story to go down for her afternoon nap. We are also trying to keep this house warm. It is so cold in here. Sacha's stoking the fire. We're probably going to have this going all day. We are managing to keep these wet logs burning, but we have to use the dry logs to start it off. Seems to be working okay. Eden is still in her cosy jumper, looking very relaxed. She's such an easygoing dog. We do get a draft coming in from this bedroom door, and because the latch isn't really fitting properly, it stays open all the time. It hasn't worked since we moved here, so I'm going to try and see if I can fix that. This latch doesn't line up with this, so I'm going to move it down. New screws in here. And we have a door that fits. That is a really satisfying sound. I've brought the thermometer into this room to see what kind of temperatures we can bring this room up to. I honestly don't think it's going to go higher than 16 degrees, which is crazy. Look who's come out. You didn't want your nap, did you? Wild hair. Hmm?
Oh.
Are you a bit grumpy because of your teeth? Yeah? 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 Your big teeth are coming through, aren't they?
Spider.
Spider? There's no spider.
Yeah.
Story's big grinder teeth are starting to come through now. So she's refusing naps and she's getting a bit difficult to put to bed sometimes. Actually, last night she slept really well. Yeah? Are you explaining the pain? You don't seem to be in pain now. Woo! And what are you doing now? Playing with your toys? Do you want to go for a little walk around the room? Story has been showing a tendency to want to walk more. There was a time when I used to grab her hand and she would just throw it away and drop down to her knees. Now when I grab her hand, she stands up. So I do think she wants to walk. What do you say, Story? Hmm? Story is in a nice cozy jumper today. You nice and warm? Yeah? Look at those curls.
Well, while Jay is entertaining Story, or possibly the other way round, Story's entertaining Jay, I'm out in the kitchen and I'm about to start our lunch. Jay found a recipe that he fancied online the other day for a vegan tomato soup. So we've got all the ingredients and I'm just putting it all together now. It has got onion and garlic in it and some red pepper, and interestingly, cauliflower goes into it as well. You need 2 big cans of whole tomatoes. Yes, Eden? Why have you dug the rug again? It's really annoying. Back to the soup. 2 big cans of tomatoes, that makes up the bulk of it, I guess. And then some oregano flakes and some chili flakes as well. Now this is going to be Story's dinner as well, so I'm not going to put the chili flakes in until I've taken her a little bit out. But I'm going to use these, and these are from Jay's mum. This is Jay's mum's speciality of making chili. In here we have loads of fresh chili flakes. Roasts up the chilies and cooks them so they're lovely and roasted and they smell really nice. She gave me all these to bring back, so that is what I'm going to use in the soup. Right, the onion, garlic and pepper has been cooking in there. I'm now adding in the tomatoes. Both the cans are in now, and I've added some oregano, and now we add in the cauliflower. And now that just simmers and cooks down for about half an hour. Then it can be blended. And while that is doing its thing in the pan there, I'm going to make Jay and I a coffee. Coffees are done, and also the soup is done, and it is smelling delicious. I've already taken out a couple of portions for Story, so that will be her dinner for a couple of days. Story's actually just woken up from a little nap. She did go down in the end. She slept for about 40 minutes, so you had a little nap, didn't you?
Yeah.
Do you want some lunch now? Ooh.
Story's having a nice big bowl of toast and chickpeas. Story likes eating the chickpeas in Portugal. The ones that we got in England were a completely different type. They tasted more like boiled peanuts in the UK for some reason. These ones, when you bite them, they squash down, and so she likes them. You like having them for a snack, don't you? Eden's gone out for a little walk. Sunshine has returned. It's still cold out here though. Although according to this, out in the sun, it's 18, 19 degrees. It's pretty good. Eden seems happy enough, trotting around in the garden. I have to admit, it is looking quite beautiful out here today. It is just such a shame that the houses here are so cold. We've been following a couple of travellers for a long time, and they're always darting about between Asia and Europe. And one of their latest posts, they said that they actually prefer going to England in the winter now because the houses are warmer than they are in South Europe. And it's something that you don't really think about when you want to become an expat and move to a hotter country, that the winters might actually be colder than where you currently live. But that's something we have learned being here. But when it's lovely and sunny like this outside, it helps you to remember why you're here.
Alright, the soup is now dished up. Look at that, it looks lovely. It smells really nice too. Just put some black pepper on the top there. And there is loads left, even after taking Stories out, so it will be our lunch for the next few days, which is great.
I've sat Story down in front of the TV. We're going to watch an episode of Life in Pieces while we have our lunch. It is a little bit warmer in here than it was before. I have got the temperature up to, let's see now, about 16 degrees with the fire being on.
Although I think last night we were checking the temperature and the highest it got was 18 degrees.
Yeah, that was like fire blazing at full blast for hours. So yeah, that is how it is, isn't it, Story? You're alright, you've got your big jumper on. Look at you, chilling out.
You've never been in the bathroom standing up. Hey, I was voted LA's hottest guy.
Now what's happening? You climbing the steps? You got to the top of the mountain. Careful hands behind her.
The moment everyone's been dreading, isn't it?
Yay! Going again. And they're big steps, aren't they? Now where are you? That can't be very comfortable for your hands and knees, can it? This is why you have to learn how to walk, Story. Better, isn't it? Much better. You need your little shoes on. Oh, sideways steps. Good girl. And now up the stairs we go, I think. Here we go. Eden's up there too, I can hear her waiting for you.
It's Eden.
Look at her go. She loves climbing steps.
Woo, did it?
Yay! Well done. Now that we're outside, it's quite warm, so I think we'll sit here outside and have our coffee. You have to walk if you want to go around here. And you can play in the garden with your little shoes on. She's going to need a pair of knee pads at this rate. Okay, shoes now. It's wobbly feet. The shoes come
You've
off.
lost the shoe.
It's not the right time for shoe. Sacha used our Creatista to create this little coffee. Looks like a piccolo. This is the best attempt at latte art so far. Yes, you've got your num-nums. There they are. You want our yum-yums? But this is ours. You can't have it all. Or can you?
Take it with your hand.
It's dark chocolate.
Shoved it all in.
You like dark chocolate, don't you?
Coffees are done and we're now down the other end of the garden giving Story a little go in the hammock so she can get some outside time in today. Whee!
Both in there now.
You do? Hello lady.
I think she looks like a little old lady in this jumper. I think it's sweet.
It's sweet.
Yeah.
Nice and warm.
Yeah, it's a cosy jumper. Next story, Eden's back.
Yay!
We were saying to each other, it's amazing how much Story's changed since this time last year. She was just like a little organism last year, wasn't she? Flapping her arms about, and now she's full of personality, full of laughter. Oh, are you tired? Is it time for your afternoon nap? That hasn't changed.
You're gonna get an afternoon nap.
Thumb sucking and eye rubbing. That hasn't changed. I think in this lovely place right now, I'm going to call it a day. We're going to end today's video. Story's having a lovely time in the hammock right now.
Let's turn you around.
Have you enjoyed this story? Wee. Yeah, you have. If you're currently an 8 miler, we'll see you tomorrow on the weekend vlogs. If not, we'll see you on Monday. Bye.
Bye.
Oh. Good girl.